It is strange to think that people are taught today to analyze others for a better understanding of their personalities, desires, wants, emotions, just to figure out if they are considered a decent person. Yet it is even stranger to think that other men and women analyze each other in the world to figure out their wants and desires. A little over 100 years ago, this was seen as an intruding, improper, and indecent way to pry into others' thoughts, emotions, and feelings. But today, the average person is exposed to the prying hand of the world without noticing on a regular basis. So how did this intruding of inner self happen, and how did it become acceptable? One person, Edward Bernays. He was the one that made this possible. Edward Bernays is the nephew of Sigmund Freud, one of the famous sociologists and psychologists in the world. Now, Edward Bernays had this idea of if he could control the masses, if he could become a consumer-based society, how much we would dwell in wealth and how much we would become better. He came about this idea when he went to the Paris Peace Conference. At the Paris Peace Conference, there was propaganda all around pro-war. Now, he saw this and thought, what if I turned something like propaganda into something good for peace? This was the birth of public relations. Now, Bernays figured that he could take the inner thoughts and the soul of a person and turn them into wants and desires. He would be able to fulfill anything. Now, Bernays did not always have this undying desire to control the masses, but he started by the Paris Peace Conference. Now, after he went to his uncle Sigmund Freud, he figured out he needed a grand statement, something to launch his propaganda or public relations. This was called the Torches of Freedom. He recruited a bunch of debutantes to walk in a parade. He then each gave them a Lucky Strike cigarette, which this was highly looked down upon in the 1900s, was women smoking. But at the right time, Edward Bernays gave the call, and they lit up and wrote the Lucky Strikes right in the air. Now, this was a statement. This was something of rebellion. It was a little bit of sexuality and innocence in each person. It appealed to the men and women all around. This was the shot heard world round in America. Now, based upon this, then Edward Bernays conquered everything from department stores, politics, fashion, real estate, stock market, everything. He conquered this, and he conquered it big. Now, he was the one that turned America into a nation that consumed, something that was okay to make us desire our inner wants. Now, this was the stage of Edward Bernays' life that had boomed like an atomic bomb. But here's the thing. Did it last? Well, in 1920 was when the stock market crashed in 1929. Everyone saw Edward Bernays as the person that controlled the chess pieces. He was the chess master. He moved the pieces around and manipulated away without you even noticing. But when the stock market crashed, everyone saw this as Bernays' mistake. Even though they didn't think it was in the beginning, but now all the bad was now on him. But this didn't last for long. Finally, the presidents, everyone in America decided to buy back into Edward Bernays because those were wants and desires and needs that every person needed. So, we're back in this cycle of fulfilling those. In the end, is this good? Bernays had the idea of controlling and manipulating the masses. He used public relations as a way to experience his first success by launching the Lucky Strike campaign. Now, he finally ended up changing America into a consumer nation based on wants and desires. But that is where the question lies. Did he hinder or harm America by converting her into a desire-filled nation? Thank you.